Hello and welcome to today's video. Today I'm going to be going through a little mini haul from Ministry of Scent. Now, I definitely understand why some people prefer not to do first impressions. They just prefer to do the full review after wearing it for some time. I think that there's utility to both first impressions as well as full wear reviews. And first impressions, the reason why I think they're important is because the people around you are going to be smelling the first impression of the fragrance. They are not going to be spending a lot of time with it, appreciating all of the different nuances and letting some notes settle, and they're just gonna have a first impression of it. So to me, this is essentially my gauge of how it will be perceived in public to the noses of people who aren't exploring fragrances in depth. And one of my favorite places to purchase samples from is Ministry of Scent. Not that this video is sponsored, but dear Lord, I wish it was. If you know, you know. The monies, even on the samples, do add up. But I really appreciate them because of the extremely quick shipping, and the packaging is always elegantly done. I have never had an issue with them, and always a good amount of the sample. I have a fantastic variety. So I just wanted to let other people know about it, so that it's not gatekept. They really do a wonderful service, letting other people explore. They do this cool thing. Well, I don't know if it's cool, but I appreciate it / also get frustrated by it sometimes. They limit your number of samples to 15 at a time, which, is still a lot of samples and is still rather pricey. That they do it to allow other people to sample it as well. So I understand it's kind of nice that they try to spread the love, spread the experience of the different fragrances. And today's fragrances are going to be Deer, Perfect Nectar, Grapefruit Generation, Molecule 1 plus Ginger, Iris Palladium, Summer of 84, Tanagra, Hanamachi, Molecule 1 plus Iris, and Pretty Machine. And I will not be getting into the notes of these because I don't know them top of my head, and I'm doing this video with my phone, and my laptop actually has the Ministry of Scent blocked with a website blocker because I have been spending too much money there, and I cannot access. It also has Fragrantica blocked because I've been spending too much time on there. So that's that. So we're just going to be going straight off the smell. And if I remember why I purchased a certain sample or what made me desire to buy it, I will talk about it. And if not, then not. All right. I already have the labels pre-made. And again, really nice presentation. All right, let's open them up. See what I mean? Like, beautiful, right? And again, forgive the nails. I can't wear nails to work, and putting them on just for a video, I would end up just never filming the video, and then it wouldn't be a true first impression. It would be a second impression, or maybe third or fourth by the time I got around to it. So I just wanted to do it as soon as they came in. All right. We can go, it doesn't matter what order we go in. Let's have the scent strips decide. So first is Pretty Machine. Pretty Machine is by Kerosene, and which is kind of near and dear to my heart because I am from the Metro Detroit area, and the founder of Kerosene had his start in St. Clair, which is right around the Metro Detroit area. Pretty Machine is supposed to be a floral, and I believe I purchased this because there was either lilac or iris in it. I believe lilac. And I was on this little kick where I was exploring lilac scents because it reminds me of my childhood, and it brings a feeling of spring to me. All right, and spray. Okay. Yeah, I think I do pick up the lilac. I don't know, not sure. Could be making it up, but let's smell it. It's definitely a pretty white floral, almost like a gardenia note, like a true floral, realistic flower, not just the sweetness of the flower, but like your nose is very much deep in the flower and you're picking up on the scent of the core of the pistils, a little bit more raw. I like it. It's a very nice spring scent. It has even more rawness. If you've ever sniffed Love Shack Forever in Love, there's a little bit of that. It's not indolic, not a stinky flower. Well, maybe a little bit. Yeah, it has a little bit of that natural flower stink, I guess, but not in a bad way. Not in a heady or headache-inducing way. Okay, so that's Pretty Machine. I don't love it. I don't hate it. I think it's a very naturalistic scent. Will I wear it? Yeah, probably. Like if I'm going to the farmer's market or just going to the park. Why not? I'll have to use it up. Okay. Alright, so that is Pretty Machine by Kerosene. And next we will do Hanamachi. Hanamachi is by J-Scent. And J-Scent is a Japanese house that recently came to my attention when I was just looking through Ministries of Scent's offerings because they carry exclusively niche brands. Just spraying it on here. And this was one of the houses I was like, oh, okay, I don't think I've ever heard of J-Scent. And they had this beautiful sake and floral scent that I really liked. So I just wanted to try something else. Now, Hanamachi, I believe I got because I don't remember why. I don't remember the notes in it, so let's see if I can pick something up. It's a faintly citrusy musk skin scent, sort of. Well, I can't say if it's a skin scent, because I think skin scent means that it stays close to your skin, not that it smells like musky skin. It's beautiful. Delicate. Unisex, powdery. I could see myself rocking it. Maybe to the museum. Maybe the gym. I don't love it. It has a little bit of a trace of talc in there, but maybe it's because I'm holding it up straight up to my nose. Okay. I'm really excited to try more from this house. They're so unique. All the scents, like I will say that, all the scents that I've tried from J-Scent have been very unique. All right, moving on. Next, Molecule 1 and Iris. And I purchased this because I have been into Iris, and that is because after I sampled Iris Malecon, I used up the whole sample in 2 days and immediately had to buy a full bottle, and I did. And then discovered, oh my gosh, I think I like Iris. I think I got turned off of Iris because everyone referred to it as a lipstick powdery scent. And an Iris Malecon or Iris Malecon by Maison Crivelli, it is not lipsticky makeup. It's gorgeous. And so I decided to see how other houses did Iris. Let's see. This is beautiful. I like it. I think I was imagining it was going to be more softer and fluffier. Interesting. I like it. I like it. I don't love it. I'll probably use it. All right. Next, we have Grapefruit Generation. Now, Grapefruit Generation, I have smelled before. I had purchased it from one of the 1 milliliter sprays from Senticant, and I was into grapefruit fragrances because if you've ever smelled Fekai's hair product, Pamplemousse, I've been after that scent for a minute, and this takes me pretty close to it. So I wanted to get a bigger sample because I already went through that 1 milliliter sample. Yes, by DS and Durga. And I like it. It's a pretty realistic grapefruit. Slightly bitter. Bright. Not too sweet. I wouldn't call this a sweet scent. Crisp citrusy more so. Maybe I'll combine this with Molecule 1 and Iris and see what happens. See what happens if I hold the 2 strips next to each other. Oh, the iris is drying down now on the strip, of course, because I gave it 2 minutes. This is why first impressions are, just what they are. I'll re-sniff these at the end of the video. There's more powderiness coming through on Molecule 1 plus iris. So it's warming up a little. Oh, I guess the strips next to each other smell okay. That's not really a fair approximation of how they would layer, but next is Veer. Veer I recall purchasing because of a cannabis note, and because the house of Profumum Roma is probably one of my favorites because of their creation of Giosa, Dincanto. I love their take on incense with their scent called Olibanum. Okay. See, patchouli is difficult for me, and I think I'm picking up something patchouli-ish from here, whether it's oud or patchouli, I don't know. Not my favorite, but we'll smell the dry down later. Alright, next is Perfect Nectar. And that is by Sarah Horowitz. Alright. Okay. I purchased this because I'd been nursing a peach obsession after falling in love with Donna Karen's Cashmere and Palo Santo. Or is it Palo Santo Cashmere? Either one. This is just a fun, fresh, medium sweet peach on first sniff before the dry down. It has a candy-esque component to it. Oh, it's nice. Okay, we'll let that dry down. Alright, next is going to be Summer of 84. Now this is another grapefruit-inspired fragrance. And also from the House of Kerosene. Alright, oh, that juice is yellow. This is also a grapefruit. Let me smell the other grapefruit. Yeah, this one is more bitter. Like the skin of the grapefruit is in there too. It's a little bit more bitter. And Summer of 84 has more like grapefruit juice in it. Definitely getting grapefruit. Alright, let's let that dry down. Next, Molecule 1 in ginger. I wanted to explore the note of ginger more because it is in several of my favorite fragrances, and I thought exploring it with Molecule 1 and ginger would be a good way. Oh, this is fantastic. Oh, I adore it. Oh, my mouth is watering because I always get extra ginger with sushi. And I could just eat it by itself. So nice. The ginger is kind of zingy, spicy. It's beautiful. Oh my gosh, I'm excited to try this layering with other stuff. I like this one. I mean, it does remind me of sushi, but I love sushi, so. Okay, let's let that dry down. All right, and next is Iris Palladium. And again, because of Iris, the Iris journey. This is from Leo Primordiales. And no, I don't speak French. And yes, my channel name is French because I wanted it to be. I just like the term notes de coeur. Notes de coeur. Alright, Iris Palladium. Oh, I like this. It does not smell like Iris Melicon, although I think people have compared it. This doesn't have, at least right now before the dry down, doesn't have as of a deep woody part to it. It's a little bit more floral and a touch sweeter. I like it. I still love my baby Iris Melicon way more. That was love at first sniff. That drove me crazy. And we have Tanagra next. And so that's Iris Palladium. Tanagra, where did that go? All right. It's from Violet Parfum. And I believe this is also another Iris exploration. Or Violet. Somehow I got into purple florals. Okay. Interesting. The first thing I smelled when I smelled this was Issey de Miyake, which my mom wore, and I think she still wears it. It's lovely. Okay, so in summary, so far I'm not blown away by any of the scents, which is fine. I'm here to learn. Alright, so let's round them up. Okay, let's go through them again. Let's start with Veer. Yeah, still sort of that sourish, earthy, patchouli thing happening with Veer. Alright, we might as well rank these in how much I like them. Why not? It's completely subject to change, of course. Oh, Iris Palladium is really nice. Okay, the Iris Palladium is probably at the top. Ginger is probably underneath. Pretty Machine. Tanagra is drying down quite nice. It is a little makeup-y. Okay, put that there for now. There's something soapy or aldehydic. Hanamachi is so interesting. Something soapy, slightly sweet. A little floral. This is a complicated one. Beautiful. All right, Summer of 84. That is great grapefruit. Probably right there. Molecule 1 and Iris. Probably somewhere here. And Perfect Nectar. Perfect Nectar, slightly less sweet now. It's not as unsophisticated. It's a little bit more complex now. Although, there we go. Grapefruit generation. All right, let me make sure that this is my final preference. Veer at the bottom because of the soury, patchouli earthiness. And then Pretty Machine because it's a little bit maybe too indolic aged flower. It's so beautiful. It's so realistic. It's like sticking your head in a flower bush. All right, Hanamachi would be probably next because it's a little bit too much of that soapy scent for me right now, at least. Okay. Perfect Nectar is so nice. But it's a little bit basic, so that's why it's kind of further down on the list. Yeah. Yeah. I agree with, that's gonna stay consistent. Tanagra, yes, still Isimiyaki. A very pretty scent. All right, let's compare these two grapefruits. On the scent strip, I think I like Grapefruit Generation more. There is something more like pink grapefruit in here. There's something a little bit more. Summer 84 right now is just straight grapefruit. And again, I haven't tried these on skin, so... Okay. Okay. There we go. Summer 84 is just going lower because Grapefruit Generation went up, so it's like... There's no reason to. Molecule 1 and Iris. All right. It's very simple, refined. Molecule 1 and Ginger I like. And then, I mean, I would say this would be the ranking so far. These would be my favorites and successes. I would say these are successful samples, even though Tanagra reminds me of Issei Miyake. But now that at the dry down, it doesn't have quite the same sharp musk. Okay, yeah, I think this is a correct representation. These I like, and I'm looking forward to spraying more and testing them on skin. Perfect Nectar. Right now, off the strip, it's giving my nose a little bit of air freshener. Summer 84, beautiful, but just a little bit of a flat grapefruit. Hanamachi again. A little bit soap from the 1800s sensation. Pretty Machine, just a little too heavy on the stinky, heady flower. And Veer. I mean, if I had to pick who I would wear more, Pretty Machine or Veer, honestly, both I wouldn't. Yeah. These two are like maybe, you know, not that thrilled about them. Yeah, I'm gonna switch this down. Summer 84 I would still wear. I don't think I would wear Perfect Nectar. There is something a little synthetic coming off on it. All right, so this is the final ranking. Here, Pretty Machine, Hanamachi, Perfect Nectar. Then Summer 84 is a alright Grapefruit. And then these are the finalists, if you will. Okay, let's talk about Iris Palladium here just for a second more because it is quite good. Iris Silicon has a little bit more of, it's more wood forward. This is more powder and sweetness forward. Beautiful. God, I adore this. Ginger. Molecule 1 in ginger. Very simple. It's going to be great for mixing, but it's great on its own, just to sniff it. I don't know, maybe not necessarily to wear it. It's much less complicated, obviously, than the others. There's something so uplifting about grapefruit generation, but you have to really enjoy the smell of grapefruit. Tanagra is beautiful. All right, so that concludes this quick little haul and very first impressions from Ministry of Scent. If you haven't tried them, check them out. I have not been let down ever. The shipping is crazy fast. All right. Yeah, if you enjoyed this and found this useful or entertaining, or if you just want to support more people talking about perfumes, because I love to do it, you can give this video a thumbs up. All right, have a good one.